Good morning all, welcome to our next class. In this chapter, we are discussing next the topic that is generator. The previous class, we are discussing about what is electromagnetic induction and Fleming's right hand rule and what is AC current and DC current. Based on our AC current and DC current, that is the alternating current and direct current, we have to discussing about the generator. What is a generator? What is the use of a generator? And how a generator is working. First of all, we have to know that generator is a device that used to produce electrical energy. Mechanical energy is converting into electrical energy. That's the main use of a generator. And what is the main parts of a generator? A generator having different parts, and what is the main part of a generator? We have to discuss the main parts of generator through a image. I think all of you see the image of a generator. In both of these pictures, there is a magnetic field. That is, a magnet is here and an armature coil. Armature coil is a rotating object. Two field magnets, armature coil and slip rings. Two slip rings and brushes that connecting with the slip rings. This is the main part of generator. Magnetic field, two magnets, field magnets and an armature coil and slip rings connected with the armature coil and brushes that connecting with the armature coil. When we giving a mechanical energy to a generator, the armature coil is rotating inside the magnet. The north and south poles of magnet, the armature coil is rotating. And the rotating action of this armature coil make the production of electricity. And that electricity is we got from the split rings to that brush and it gives the external circuit. Okay, so the armature coil is turning around the rotating inside the two magnets, that two magnets giving the magnetic field. And that armature coil having turns A, B and CD. Four turns A, B and CD. This armature coil is connecting with the slip rings. That slip rings are the main part of a generator. And there is two brushes that is connecting with the slip rings and that brush is connecting with the outer circuit and that gives the electricity. And here we are discussing about a DC generator. Sorry, an AC generator. An AC generator is that generator is producing AC current, that is alternating current. What is alternating current? The current that changes its direction in an interval of time. In one time, the direction is in one side and the next time, the direction is in opposite direction. So, in a circuit that producing an alternating current, first of all, the direction is in one side and the second interval of time, the current is in opposite direction. So that type of current is alternating current and this generator is giving alternating current. So this is an AC generator. So an AC generator having two magnets. Field, we have to call that magnets are field magnets. armature coil ABCD and two brushes. When the rotation of the armature coil is making the production of the electricity, and the produced electricity is in the form of alternating form. Okay. And this armature coil is rotating in a specific interval of time, and that time is called the time period. We have to read what is a time period through slide. Period T. The time taken by the armature coil for a full rotation is called the period T. Time taken for half rotation or 180 degree is T by 2. Time period for one complete rotation of an armature coil is T, and half of a rotation, that is T by 2. So what is the time period? It is the time that wants to rotate or wants to complete one full rotation of a armature coil. First of all, an armature coil is in rest position, then it turns a 90 degree and it turns 180 degree. So it comes in 180 degree rotation. It is in half rotation. And this wants a T by 2 of time. The time period for one half rotation is T by 2. And that angle is 180 degree. So, first of all, it turned 90 degree and it turned 180 degree. When completing a 180 degree angle, the generator is completing half rotation. The time taken for that half rotation is T by 2. And in this rotation, first of all, the ABCD coil is turning 90 degree. It comes to perpendicular to the direction of two magnetic fields. And this time, the induced current is maximum. And the generator or the armature coil is again turned and it comes 180 degree. And the 180 degree, the induced current is 0. And again it turns a 90 degree. So it comes to 270 degree. And this time in this 270 degree, the induced current is maximum. And again it turns a 90 degree and it completes one rotation or 360 degree rotation. And again the induced EMF is turns to 0. So first it turns 90 degree and the induced current will be maximum. And it turns another 90 degree and comes 180 degree. And the induced current is 0. And again it turns a 90 degree, it comes to 270 degree and the induced current will be maximum. And the 270 degree and then it turns a 90 degree again and the induced current will be 0. In this working of a generator, we say that there are 2 points that the induced current will be maximum and the 2 points the induced current will be 0. So, we have to draw a graph according to the production of the induced current. Okay? For understanding the induced current in each of the rotation, we have a graph that showing the EMF that connecting the EMF and degree of rotation. Degree of rotation of an armature coil. In the first half, the current will be maximum in 90 degree. So it is start from 0 degree to 90 start from 0 degree to 90 degree, and next one is 180, 270 and 360. In the first half, this armature coil is turning 90 degree. So the current or the induced EMF is in the peak level, or it is in maximum, and it turns again about 90 degree and comes to 180, and the induced EMF is come to 0. And in another cycle, again it turns 90 degree and induced current maximum, and it comes to another 90 degree, it comes to 360 degree, and the induced current is 0. And I think all of you confused that one cycle is in upper and another one is in lower side. How the direction of this cycle is changing. This is an AC generator, and in AC generator, the first half current produced current is in one direction, and the second half current is in opposite direction. So the two half cycles are in different directions. Two are in opposite direction. That's why the AC cycle is, first half of the AC cycle is in upper portion and the second half in lower portion. So this two half cycle is come together to form one AC cycle. And one AC cycle, there is 2 times producing electrical energy. So when working a generator, the armature coil is rotating in every time. On each of the 90 degree and 270 degree, there is a production of induced EMF. And these two are in opposite direction, and two halves combine to form one AC cycle. In one AC cycle, there is 2 times producing the electricity, and these two produce the electricities are in opposite direction. And this two half cycle is including in a complete AC cycle, and the two are in opposite direction. So this is the working of a generator. When the armature coils are working, these two slip rings are making to change the direction of the current. The rotating slip rings are changing the direction of the current. So when the rotation of the armature coil is making an electricity or induced EMF, and the direction of that induced EMF in each half changing because of the slip rings. And we got that electrical energy to the outer circuit that is connected with the brush. So this is the working of AC generator. When we working an AC generator, we want electric motors to giving mechanical energy to generators, and we use petrol or diesel for working AC generators for the mechanical energy, and this mechanical energy is converting high electrical energy, and 15 Hertz is the frequency of an AC cycle. 15 Hertz is the frequency of an one AC cycle. Okay, and in an armature coil, this is working or rotating in the needs of a mechanical energy, and that mechanical energy is converting to electrical energy through the rotation of the armature coil, and only this rotation is the main working of the AC generator. And we got an electrical energy from AC generator working. For getting a high electricity, we want to use higher or more efficient magnetic field. More efficient magnetic field or magnets giving more electricity. Instead of, when the armature coil is rotating fastly, we got high electrical energy. and the strength of the magnetic field increases, the electricity we got in is increases. So we want to use highly efficient electromagnet in generator that gives the high production of electricity, and the rotation of armature coil is giving more electricity. So the number of turns in the armature coils or the strength of the magnetic field increasing, the amount of electrical energy we are producing is always increasing. So this is the working of a AC generator. And we have already DC generators like the AC generators. DC generators having only one difference from the AC generator, that is, here we using slip rings, and in DC generator we use split rings. This is the only difference between AC generator and DC generator. Here we using slip rings, and in DC generator we using split rings. So when we using the DC generators, we got direct current, and in AC generator gives the alternating current. So generator is a device that is used to converting electrical energy, mechanical energy to electrical energy. There are two types of generator, DC generator and AC generator. AC generator gives the alternating current and DC generator gives direct current. So next we want to discuss about what is mutual induction. For understanding mutual induction, we have a simple circuit, a soft iron having two two copper coils that is wound on this soft iron rod. Two coils that are wound in a soft iron. The two coils having a distance, and in one end one coil is wound, and this coil having a switch and a cell. But in the second coil there is connecting a bulb in that coil, and we switch on the first circuit. We can see that there is a electricity is producing in the second coil, and the bulb is lighting. Okay, here we are using a switch and cell, and here in the second coil we are using a small bulb, and switching on this first circuit there is a production of electricity. And what is in this primary coil and what is in the secondary coil? We have to discussing this through slide. I think all of you seen that the image of an coil that are wound in a soft iron. The coil into which we give current for the production of magnetic field is the primary coil, and the coil in which induced the EMF is generated is the secondary coil. So here we seen that there is a primary coil, and that primary coil having a switch, having a cell, and this coil gives the production of magnetic field, and that coil is known as primary coil. And the secondary coil, there is a bulb in that secondary coil, and that secondary coil is generated the induced EMF because of the primary coil. So in the primary coil there is a magnetic field production, and by the induction of this magnetic field there is a induced EMF is generating in the secondary coil. Okay, so the first coil giving the magnetic field, and the secondary coil gives the induced EMF. In the first coil, when we giving electricity to first coil, there is a wire wound in soft iron, and that iron makes magnetic field, and that magnetic field helps to generate an EMF in the second coil or secondary coil, and that induced EMF makes the bulb lightning. So primary coil makes an induction in secondary coil, and that secondary coil induction gives the electrical energy here or induce the EMF here. And what is the device that is connected in the secondary device? Electricity is passing through that device because of the working of the magnetic effect or magnetism due to the coil that is connected in the primary cell. So here is the injection. The first coil is induced an EMF in second coil. So here is the induction, magnetic induction. And we have a specific name to this induction, and that is known as the mutual induction. First of all, we are discussing about what is a magnetic induction in the previous class. Here is a magnetic induction occurs in first or primary cell. But in the secondary cell, there is an induction generating due to the primary cell, and this is the magnetic induction, and this specified induction is known as the mutual induction. And next we have to read what is a mutual induction. Mutual induction. Consider two coils of wire kept by side. When the strength or the direction of the current in one coil changes, the magnetic flux around it changes. As a result, an EMF is induced in the secondary coil. This phenomenon is the mutual induction. So here we have two coils, and the two coils are connected in a soft iron, and the strength or the direction of the current in one coil changes. That is, we giving an electricity to the primary coil. The magnetic flux around it changes. When we giving an electrical energy to the primary coil, it comes to an electromagnet, and the continuous flow of that electricity makes a magnetic flux change around that magnetic electromagnet, and a result of that an EMF is induced in the secondary coil, and that EMF induced is a induction that is basing the primary coil, and this phenomenon is the mutual induction. So the magnetic induction that is basing two coils, and the first one is makes an induction in the secondary coil, and the first one is making a induction in the secondary coil, and that induction is the induced EMF in the secondary coil, and that helps to working devices on the basis of electricity in the secondary circuit, and this is the mutual induction. And mutual induction is basing the magnetic induction. We are discussing already about what is magnetic induction in the previous class. And here is magnetic induction, but here is two coils, and the second one is working on the basis of the first. There is the induction, that is mutual induction. So I think all of you understand what is mutual induction. Okay. And today we are discussing about generator, and what is the working of generator, use of generator, and what is the main part of a generator, and which are the two types of generators, and what is mutual induction. Generator is a device that used to converting mechanical energy to electrical energy. Generator is a device that used to converting mechanical energy to electrical energy. And here are AC generators and DC generators. In AC generator, we using slip rings, and in DC generators, we use split rings. That is the main difference between the two generators in their parts. And other parts of a generator is field magnets, brushes, and this slip or split rings, and armature coil. The rotation of the armature coil ABCD makes the production of electricity, and the turning of armature coil based on the degree of rotation. There is a production of electricity in 2 half cycles, 2 half AC cycles, and 1 half AC cycle is one direction and the other half AC cycle is in the opposite direction, and a complete AC cycle consists of 2 half cycles, and there is a rotation of 0 to 360 degree in an armature coil. In the first rotation, the induced EMF is maximum when the rotation is come to 90 degree, and the induced EMF is comes to 270 degree. No. The rotation is 270 degree and the induced EMF is maximum. So in 2 times, here are the maximum induced EMF, and this makes the production of electricity, and generator is used to making mechanical energy converting to electrical energy. And we are already discussing about what is mutual injection. A primary coil and secondary coil are connected in a soft iron core, and the first iron core or the coil is making or generating an induced current in the second coil, and that second coil having an induced EMF based in the first coil. So there is a mutual induction between these two coils, and that phenomenon is known as mutual induction. The magnetic flux change in the first coil makes an induction in second coil, and that phenomenon is known as mutual induction. So I think all of you understand what about a generator and a mutual induction. And there is another device that is working on the basis of mutual induction, and we have to discussing this in next class. And we have a video based in the working of generator, and that video is given through WhatsApp. So I think all of you understand more about the working of generator to see that video. Okay, thank you. That is all about today's class.